Now, as a politician, you hear about accidents and you see reports all the time, but it's only the people who drive or cycle on these roads that really understand the risks. So I thought the best way of really understanding this was to see what it was like myself. I was cycling along on the Streatham High Road, the A23, and I'm just being passed all the time by cars and buses, and sometimes it's pretty nerve-wracking when the buses come very close to you. I really would like to cycle more, but the problem is roads like this actually terrify me. I mean, cars just zoom past way more than 30 miles an hour. It's almost like a racetrack here. If you look at the last Transport for London figures from 2012 to 2013, they show that nearly 4 people on average are involved in road accidents every single day in Lambeth, with someone seriously injured or even killed in some cases every 3 days. And if you look at the figures across London as a whole, 3 people are killed or seriously injured every day. Well, I've just cycled past these flowers opposite Brixton Bus Garage at the corner of Streatham Hill and Telford Avenue, and they've clearly been battered a bit by the weather and time, but there's some very moving messages to some victims of accidents here. There's one that says, "Gone but never forgotten, rest in peace." Another one that says, "To my brother, gone but never forgotten, we'll always remember you." So clearly some memories of people here who've tragically lost their lives on such a dangerous corner.
We saw a situation like this 2 days ago or 3 days ago, that a car hit the man. I think it should be more like crosses for people, that people could easily cross the road, yeah, because there are many corners and you cannot see cars which are going from the corner, yeah.
And we've witnessed about 3 or 4 accidents within the last 3 months. At times, London Transport, the buses will park about 5 buses along here, and if you are driving out of there, you can't see any car coming.
Well, I'm back here on the Streatham High Road, the A23, with Charlie Lewis, who launched a petition. Charlie, tell me why. What motivated you to start the petition?
About 3 weeks ago, there was an accident with a pedestrian just a bit further down from where we are. And it was just really a bubbling over of frustration at witnessing yet another accident, because I've lived here for 2 years and I have lost count of the number of accidents that I've seen.
OK, well, looking behind us, Charlie, I can see there's a very busy road, 3 lanes either side. So what would you like to see here?
Well, as a bare minimum, I'd like to see more signs. As you can see, there's huge stretches of this road that just don't have any signalling as to what the speed limit is. And I think that's really, really dangerous. I'd also like to see speed pillows put across the road here so that traffic has to slow. And I'd also like to see speed cameras, because once people get past these lights, they really pick up speed as they go down the hill.
My bigger picture issue here is, I want to cycle more.
Yeah.
And I will only cycle in quiet areas, because I'm terrified of cycling on roads like this.
Yeah,
and when I have to cycle, I don't enjoy doing it. And I'd love to be able to cycle every day in London. And so what I want to do at all levels is to make sure that cycling generally wherever you are in London is safer. So what we have to do first of all is tackle the most dangerous spots. And then once we tackle the most dangerous spots, then actually how do you work out just making it part of a way of life for most people?
Yeah, I completely agree, because cycling is a really big part of my life as well, and I've always cycled. And I got a place at the Ride London last year, which is really exciting. But it was a ridiculous situation in that for my training, I'd get in the car, put my bike on the back, cycle to Richmond and cycle around Richmond, because it was the only place I felt safe to do the training.
Well, it's clearly a very dangerous road, and people locally are very aware of how dangerous it is. And they all feel that something has to be done. And there are many ideas that came out of today, things such as there are 3 lanes on both sides. Can we narrow it down to being 2 lanes on both sides, plus cycle lanes? We clearly need better signs there, clearly need speed limits in certain parts, and also what they call speed cushions as opposed to speed bumps, so the emergency services can get through. The particular moment that stood out for me was when the bus stopped in front of me. It was a bus stop, so it was entitled to stop there. But then I had to try and go around it, and just trying to pull out. And there were all these cars and vans and lorries going really quickly, and I was scared and I was terrified. And I just wonder, that was me cycling there. Imagine if you cycle there every day. And there's no wonder that there have been so many accidents and so many casualties there. That something clearly has to be done.